Kerry, I know that second half probably didn't go the way you guys drew it up. Just what are your thoughts on especially the penalty kick and the red card? Obviously, the replays in the stadium show they were very contentious, if not incorrect decisions.
I think just backing up to the beginning of the game, I thought we started off really well. Got a fantastic goal from Shappy, and Dallas pushed back a little bit, which we expected they would. But I think we actually started the second half also right off the kickoff in a good way, and we started putting pressure. I talk to the guys on a regular basis about let's control the things that we can control, understand the things that we can't control, and by knowing that difference, we can focus on ourselves. And I gave the same message to the guys tonight because there were a lot of things that were not in our control, but that happens all the time. And so what I'm reflecting on right now is less so what happened in the second half and first myself and the decisions that I took in the game and how I prepared the team. And we as a group will move on. This has been a fantastic couple of months with the group. Success isn't a linear progression. You're going to have a little dip. And I'm a little disappointed for the stadium, the fans, the players who put so much into it, that the result didn't reflect the preparation and the commitment that the guys have given to the game.
On those plays specifically, what was your view on them?
Well, I've been in a lot of games, and when you look at it, and you look at a replay and you think you are so absolutely certain that it was this, well, and it turns out to be that, and it's really hard for me to get every angle that would show that it was, as you say, contentious or incorrect. I feel like there's a lot of games where things like that happen, and tonight those calls didn't go our way. But I also think we could have done a lot of things that would have potentially impacted the result in a different way.
You mentioned starting off the good way. I mean, Shappy gets in and takes that shot. I know there's been a lot of times where maybe that shot has been there and it hasn't been taken. Were you preaching him to shoot a little bit more?
Yeah, well, I want the guys to be, take the opportunities when they see them. Obviously, we took the shot from outside the box. They were packed in, and this was one of the teams in recent weeks that I think we had a lot of the ball in the final third, and they really crowded the box. So a credit to Shappy for the recognition of that. That was outstanding. I think it was really good circulation of the ball that led to the first goal. And those things I'm really excited about because those things we have been intentional about working on. And so to see those things come to fruition in the game is a positive thing, but we've got a lot of things that we need to get better at.
Yeah, sorry for the result, but you said that there's things that you thought the team could have done better or differently to maybe get a different result. But overall, it looked like the team never gave up, especially in the second half as some changes were being made. They kept pushing, trying to get that goal, even though they were down a man. Just what mentality? How do you feel about how they played in that part?
Well, the mentality of the group since day one has been outstanding. It's the one piece that I'm not sure we can really improve upon because the intensity and the commitment that they give to each and every day and each and every game, I can't ask for more. And so even when we went down, and we've been down before in multiple games and we found a way to come back, we were down 4-1 and I thought maybe, with this group, maybe because they will never give up. And so, look, we put every attacking piece we had on the field because I thought just maybe we might be able to do it. And so when you have a group like that will play to the final whistle regardless of what the conditions are, that's something that every coach should be proud of.
You mentioned throwing all the attacking pieces on there. Santi Munoz got his second goal. He hasn't played a ton of minutes yet, but what are you seeing from him so far, and what do you expect to see from him as he continues to integrate into the team?
Well, the two goals that he scores weekly in training. So when he found the ball in that area, I had a pretty good feeling it was going in. And so that ability to finish in such a clinical way is a really positive, not just for him, but for us. I'd like to see him more in the games. We want to get him more in those positions. And so as he's integrating himself both to the league and our team, there are so many bright spots with him that I think he's going to find a very successful second half of the season.
Kerry, in the back here, Carlos Chicas with Nuestra Visión. Can the referees do better?
I know I'm going to dodge it, but everyone can do better. And again, going back to the things that I can control. I can't control the referees. I can control my thoughts and my attitude of how I prepare the team for the game, and I try to project that onto the players. And so I think as a league, we are all trying to get better. And I can include the referees in that because we're all in this together. It's not us against them. So I think all of us can be better at what we do. And when mistakes are made, and they're always made, I make mistakes, our players make mistakes, the referees make mistakes. It's not about pointing those things out and making excuses for what actually transpired in the game, because there are things that happen, there are key moments, key decisions that do impact or turn the game in a different way. And so there's also decisions that we took tonight that turned the game in a different way.
Santi Munoz, little by little, is showing that he eventually might be able to find a way to be in the starting 11.
There's a great competition within the group, and we have some really good attacking players, with Santi being one of them. And so I'm personally very excited about his progression and integration into the team and Major League Soccer. And I think it's always a healthy competition when you have great players that are trying to get into that first 11. And he's one of them.